more salvaged and abandoned vehicles in the state of Texas than anywhere else in the country. Thousands hit the auction blocks each week. It's a gold mine for those willing to stomach the risk. The right flip can turn a clunker into tens of thousands of dollars. Or leave you saddled with a pile of scrap metal. On this episode of Texas Car Wars, it's another feeding frenzy.
When I'm seeing her bid me up, I'm thinking you better put your hand down.
Josh, you're really starting to piss me off.
One garage is off to the races,
All I can see is dollar signs and hot rods.
while another's best laid plans go awry.
Couple $5. You want the good news or the bad news? Oh, man. Son of a...
I gotta get this thing running.
On any given day in Central Texas, you don't have to look too far to find a car auction, and that's a mighty fine thing.
Come on. I don't want to be late.
Why don't you buy a bigger car?
Why you gonna hurt me like that?
Oh, my...
Full tank of gas, cold air, and some jelly in a roll. I think we need to step up and get something bought today. Quick flip, man. My strategy for today's auction is the same, but every auction. Buy low, sell high, and weed out the weak need early. Yeah, all these auctions are lacking food trailers. I think all they're lacking. Plumbing facilities.
I'm concerned with Frank, because...
His pockets are so deep.
If he wants it, he's... Yeah, but look who he's got working for him. Big Block.
It's his bodyguard.
Dude, I can take Big Block with both hands tied behind my back.
Even though last time our late model choice didn't work out, I still say let's go late model.
Comet, they're always fighting, man. Those goofballs are always bidding up the cars. They're not even serious about getting them. They just want to get out there and irritate people.
All these turkeys better watch themselves today and just stay out of my way. I know what I want at this auction, and I'm taking it home.
Today, the garages are headed to a junkyard just outside of Austin, Texas, filled with treasures just ripe for the picking, where they're each hoping to find that one junker they can flip for a cool profit.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Man, it's hot.
It's time for these folks to try their hands at turning rust into gold. Potential buyers have exactly 10 minutes to look over each car before it's up for auction. They can look under the hood, they can look inside, but they best not get caught trying to start one. You have to take the gamble and buy it before you try that.
All right, car number 1, lot number 18 is 64 Comet Caliente.
Back in 1960, Ford Motor Company introduced the Comet under its Mercury division. 1964 saw the debut of a custom model known as the Caliente, a two-door coupe with sporty styling.
I'm in love. Look at that sexy son.
Hell yeah.
1964 Comet Caliente. That thing speaks for itself. Those things are hot as I know what y'all are thinking.
San Antonio drag races.
Yeah.
It's already got one seat. We can get this.
It's about 302.
Hell yeah. I've been foaming at the mouth trying to get a dragster built for a while. This Comet is the perfect car to do it with.
Josh has been dreaming of a dragster and thinks this Comet can finally make his dream come true. So he's in.
What do you think about this one?
Well, you know, I can picture this thing white with a red insert.
Oh, that would look good.
Yeah. The only thing about this particular car is even when it's finished, it's a Mercury Comet.
Frank's got his stuff all twisted. You had to be somebody to buy that car when it came out new.
There weren't any buyers in '64 for them. I don't know why you think they're any more popular today.
You're going to have to find a Comet enthusiast.
Well, let's see what it brings, man.
The Comet doesn't seem to be blowing Frank's hair back, but I wouldn't count him out just yet. When it gets to bidding time, Frank's been known to throw a curveball.
It's sour size, dude.
What does that mean?
It's like midget.
It never ceases to amaze me what comes out of their mouth.
We ain't got the cash to flip it.
All the interior work, all that.
I don't want to deal with that.
It's too much work. Too much money. Come on, you guys. That's why you're at this auction.
I like it. It looks stubby, dude. It's got a smaller front end. It looks cool, but I think we're going to have to let it go.
Atomic doesn't like the idea of hard work on this one. Looks like they're out on the Comet.
Comet Caliente.
God, I love this thing.
God, I love these old cars.
It looks like it's going fast sitting still. That's what makes the car so cool.
And it's a two-door. A two-door always sells super fast.
I think we could flip this car for 10 grand easy.
Problem is I see myself driving it, and I gotta remember, it's a flip. It's a flip.
Well, doesn't look like this Comet's gonna go to Josh's garage without a fight from Barrett. They're in.
All right, let's have an auction. Here we go. How many minutes? How much? $2,000, $2,000 $100, low ball, $2, $3,
Josh is gonna fight me for this car.
I'm not gonna let Beep and Holly have this car. I've got a vision for it, and I've got to make it happen.
I don't want to see a Comet as a lowrider.
These idiots are bidding each other up, so why let them have all the fun?
On second thought, I'd rather Josh make it a lowrider than Atomic get their hands on it.
You know, when I'm seeing her bid me up on this car, I'm thinking you better put your hand down.
How many times do I have to say it? If I want it, it's mine.
How high is Josh willing to go?
Frank, you done too? Down 50. How about you? 1,050. Down a half, down a half, down a half, down 50. You sure? Down 50. You bid a pound and a half, say yes or no?
Hello, Ken. You don't nod when you're trying to not bid on a car.
Ken, go stand in the shade. The adults are trying to work.
Say yes or no?
No.
1,050. Do you pound 11? Why not? 1,100. You pound 11. Go back in, sir. 11 pound.
I'll go a couple $100 past stupid, but even I have my limits.
$1,100 all day.
Josh, understand. If you leave with the Comet today, it's because I let you have it.
All done. $1,100.
Holly's calling the shots on this one. I'm telling her, come on, babe, let's get this car, let's get this car. And she stops. And if she's out, we're out.
Rodriguez got it.
You can call that one a gift.
Well, man, y'all got a little work ahead of you there, gentlemen.
Holas!
Josh, please, don't freaking mess up this car.
You know, it does need a lot of work, but I know the potential in this car, and we can make it happen. I've got this thing on my trailer. All I can see is dollar signs and hot rods in the back of my mind. This thing's gonna be a lot of fun.
Josh and the boys just can't wait to get this Comet back to the shop and see what all needs to be done to turn it into a hot little dragster.
You wanna wait to unload this thing?
Let's do it right now.
So I can put a battery in it. Hot under this hood. All right, try to start it, Richie. Nothing? If the motor in this car doesn't start up, it's really gonna jump into the profits we're gonna make on this thing at the very end. Let's try to put some more gas in it. All right, Richie, ready? Yep, do it.
Man, you believe that?
Man, that's badass, dude. That thing's running great. I'm looking at something that needs to go fast and make me some money quick. All right, let's get this figured out. Definitely want to get the interior done all aluminum, do a roll cage in it, some racing buckets. Gotta get some kind of good wheels for it. Paint. Let's go crazy on this thing, dude. Metal flake. I'm gonna candy paint this sucker, give it some bling, and they'll come fetching for it right away.
With Josh's dragster dream plan in place, Rodriguez plans to spend $3,000 rebuilding this Comet. They think they can flip it for a whopping $11,000, hoping to cash in on a profit of $7 grand.
You know, right now, people are spending a lot of money on nostalgic dragsters. They're selling on the market for 15 to 20 grand all day long. This is gonna be a fun car. If you wanna go fast in this car, we need to work fast on it.
They better get to work, and quick. Another day in Texas is another chance to flip some cars. And nothing will keep these garages away from the opportunity to make some cash.
Woo, it's hot, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
All right, lot number 7, 1963 Ford. It's a straight truck. Y'all gonna like this one.
Between 1960 and 1963, Ford produced a series of pickup trucks known as the Unibody, integrating the cab and bed in one solid piece. Unibodies are popular with car enthusiasts for their cool look and clean body lines.
63 Ford, chicken fried snake.
Straight 6? This thing's been sitting for a while.
It smells like varnish.
There's a chance this truck needs a whole new motor, so it'll be a gamble.
I mean, it looks pretty solid, though. Trucks sell, especially here in Texas. I might give $1,000 or even maybe $1,500 for it.
Gotta stop at $1,000. If Holly thinks we can make money on it, then I'm all for it.
Looks like Holly and Beep have taken a shine to the Unibody. They're in. Wonder if it'll strike anyone else's fancy.
That's a unibody.
Body straight. Little love tap back here.
Yep.
Chrome is boogered up.
It was a 3 on the tree, and they put a granny 4-speed in it.
Well, it's obvious to anybody who knows anything about cars, this isn't a work truck. This truck has been taken care of.
It's a later model, 6-cylinder. It's like a 300.
Yeah.
This truck is what I like. It's in great shape. It may need a few parts, but it'll be a quick flip.
There's a wasp nest right there.
That was an option on this model.
Maybe the wasp will keep everybody else away. I'm not afraid of it.
Well, Frank ain't afraid, so he's gonna go for this Unibody. Let's see what the boys from Atomic think about this truck.
What do you think, boys?
Body's a little beat, but we can do that in no time, dude.
You know the starter's gone, Marty?
Dude, the brakes are gone. Everything's gone. What are you talking about?
See, this is basically a mechanic special.
Well, it would take a mechanic to identify a mechanic special.
This truck is cool. I know we could turn this thing into money if we got it.
This is a car they just repaint and drop a new motor and transom. Run all new fuel lines, brake lines, all that.
I don't care how badass this truck is. We don't have the money for it.
Atomic is too strapped for cash to go for this unibody, so they're out.
Let me just see if this...
Remembering these days? Getting nostalgia?
The 63 Unibody's a badass truck. The bed is connected to the cab. Those things don't flex if you're gonna use them for drag racing. And there's just not a whole lot of them, and they look really damn cool. It's gonna need a full brake job. The master cylinder, the lines ain't even hooked up to it. This ain't gonna be no short build. I used to have one of these trucks. Even after I got done beating the crap out of mine, I still sold it for $5 grand.
You definitely make a good little truck out of this. I would drive this thing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Josh is in for the Ford truck, too. In Texas, nothing like a truck to get everyone's attention.
All right, let's get to work here. Sales on. I'm going to $3,000. $100. Landlord, you're killing me. $100 bill.
Frank will always do the first bid. He's never scared.
Frank, I'm not scared of your money.
Really? Oh, well.
Frank, knock it off.
Probably just needs to simmer down a little bit.
Give me 5. Get 400, bid 5. 500, 600.
I'm watching these guys bid on this truck, and there's no reason they should have it.
600.
You're really starting to piss me off.
I know she didn't.
We're going to see who brought the jelly in their roll today.
Hey, everybody else is bidding. Let us bid too.
They need to tell Ken he's got to put his hands in his pocket when he goes to the auction.
If Frank wants a car, I think he'll spend his money any way he can to get it.
Molly's going a little higher than I even said I wanted to go.
I don't even know if he's making any money or if he's just at these auctions just to f with us.
I have stains in my T-shirts older than you.
14, 15, 16, 1600. Got me 16, sir. Give me 16, sir.
I cannot imagine what that truck would look like if Atomic got their hands on it. There is no mechanic at Atomic.
Let's go at the same time. 18, 18, 18, 19, 19, all over. 18, 19. Anybody else? 18, 19. I have got good news and bad news for you.
Yeah, good news and bad news.
Good news is you're on top. The bad news is I got a reserve on this truck, and it takes $2,000 to buy.
For what I'm going to sell this truck for, $200 isn't really going to make a difference.
We'll take it, man.
Sold it.
I was happy to watch Frank taking any on this thing. I wouldn't have paid $2 grand. It's a good thing he's got it.
All the jelly's gone out of my roll, gentlemen, so.
Everything that's wrong with this truck is cosmetic. It just needs a little TLC.
Right up a little bit, Des. There you go.
This is pickup truck country. I won't have any problems at all selling this truck.
Frank seems awfully confident. I would hope he's right about this flip being easy, but what fun would that be? Coming up on Texas Car Wars, the bidding is out of control.
Marty's jacked with me in the past, and payback is a bitch.
With the 63 Ford Unibody truck back at their garage, Frank and the boys are getting ready to see how much TLC it's going to take to make this truck a hot item again.
All right, you're just in time.
What's our plans with this?
We need to get this thing where it'll run and drive. Let's do it as cheaply and as quickly as possible.
I'm a visionary.
No brakes.
Yeah, this is something here, man.
Spotlight.
I like that, man. Let's see if we can make this spotlight work.
This truck's in really good shape. It's already halfway done as it is. All it needs is some trim pieces, new upholstery, a paint job, some new tires, and boom, it's out the door. Let me tell you what just blows my hair completely back. I'm thinking red, maybe with a white top.
I think it'd look good two-tone.
Red sales.
We need to go all the way with this truck because when we get done, I think we're going to have a bushel basket of money in it.
Frank thinks another quick flip for this truck is the route to go. He figures it'll take around $4,100 to get this truck looking good. If he's able to get a hopeful sales price of $11 grand for it, it'll give Old School a potential profit of almost $5,000.
We're in Texas. Everybody loves a pickup truck. If we do this thing right, this one is going to rock the cash register.
We need to get into the paint shop like yesterday.
I'm telling you,
Is it just me, or does Frank sound a little giddy when he talks money? There's no shortage of old junkers in these parts, which means there's always some car flipping to be done at a junkyard.
All right, guys, we got this nice Jeep here. I hope you all looked at. The 1995 Jeep Wrangler. Talk about a nice little fun in the sun Jeep here.
The Jeep Wrangler is a sport utility vehicle whose granddaddy served in World War II. Its timeless styling and off-road capabilities can mean big money for the right garage. Atomic is first to check out the Jeep.
Check this out, man. This is pretty cool. Come around the corner and see the Jeeps, like, ugh.
This is all Marty right here.
That's right. I'm a Jeep nut. I love my Jeeps. Had Jeeps forever. Like it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess that Marty's interested in this Jeep. Why is the harness in the back?
What's in the back?
The flux capacitor.
This wiring is just chewed to pieces. Everything's disconnected. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
I really don't see any major issues in the wire harness. It's okay, little duckling. You let me worry about that.
I don't know what I've seen some of Ken's work. I wouldn't have him working on my car.
Does it smell like gas? Oh, you got it all over my face. Yeah, we put a little bit of money in it, just get it running. I think we sell this for at least $5 grand. Cheap, quick.
Marty has a plan, so I should feel fine, right?
That's it.
Atomic thinks this Jeep is just the thing to make some quick cash. So they're gonna go for it.
Let's try to get it for like $1 grand and see what happens.
You know, if we get this is all you, right, buddy?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, guys, is that a Jeep up there? I think somebody put the oil pressure gauge on the outside.
Well, that's
the
what
temperature gauge?
Yeah.
This is a lot of work for a late model. Then you got to paint it.
Paint it.
If we're going to buy a project, let's buy a project. I'm not interested in this Jeep. It has no resale value. Yeah, this doesn't excite me at all, man.
Frank's not wasting his time on this one. He's out on the Jeep.
Got bad juju.
Yeah.
What year is this?
95?
Motor's probably okay. You can clean this thing up, fix some of these dents, and you could flip this pretty quick. I think this Jeep should be a quick flip. It should be easy money for us.
It's a cool car. Makes me a little nervous what's going on with the wiring harness.
We can bid on this one.
I'd still only give $800 to $900 for this thing. I don't care how simple
I'd go
the harness.
$1,000.
You'd go $1,000?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not going to bid.
I just might.
Oh, yeah?
I got my
You
green,
want a
right?
piece of me?
As long as Beep and Holly don't actually skirmish, they're in on the Jeep. Last to check out the Jeep is Rodriguez and the gang.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff missing. Oh. That thing shouldn't have said Jeep on the side. It should have said Heat.
It's trash. I'm not even gonna raise a finger for it at the auction. No. Unless it came with Daisy Duke driving it, it'd be a lot better, but yeah, gives me the Jeepers Creepers.
Well, it seems this Jeep frightens Josh a bit, so he's not interested.
Yeah, let's do this thing. Let's go.
It's time to see who's coming out on top with this Jeep.
All right, guys, we got this nice Jeep here. It'll be lot number 1. Let's have an auction.
Frank is always jumping in on
I don't want the Jeep, but I like driving the price up. $400, I've got that in my change pile at home.
Marty's got a plan. We're gonna have a Jeep.
You know, if Atomic ends up with this Jeep, I can imagine them painting it pink, and Marty will probably be driving it around quite a bit.
Marty looks good in pink.
Frank, I almost think he just wants it for like his ranch or something. He can cruise around and pretend he's a little mini boss hog in a Jeep. Leave me alone. Let me take my little freaking Jeep home and play with it.
Marty's jacked with me in the past, and payback is a bitch. It doesn't hurt. It's just money.
Losing money does hurt.
I think these people done lost their damn minds.
$1,300, you're thinking awful hard. You think wrong, you think wrong.
I'd pay $1,250 for this Jeep just to keep it out of Atomic's hands.
$1,275, I never thought of that.
$25 increments. It looks like they're pooling their milk money.
Now 13 for you done in the sun. I am playing 1,300. Anybody else want to play? So $1,275.
We understand this car. Atomic, I don't think they know what they're getting into with an electrical problem like we're seeing here.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a great day. Thank you.
This is your thing, man. Make it work.
You just make the wiring work, and I'll make everything else work. I love this Jeep.
Barrett made a play for some of the cars, but came up empty-handed for the week.
It's frustrating because, you know, you're not making money.
We're kicking ourselves a little bit.
What?
You guys want some AC?
Better luck next time, Beep. Meanwhile, Marty got his wish, and the Jeep is headed to Atomic Garage, where Marty has a vision for the rebuild.
Has it got spark?
Try it again.
The Jeep needs a power control module. Power control module basically tells the Jeep to do everything. So without a PCM, this Jeep's dead in the water. Put it on something middle. We're not going to try to start it, but we are going to see if we can get some spark out of this distro. Is it sparking it?
No.
No?
We shouldn't be doing this while all these wires are exposed. We're gonna short something up.
Leave that for the wire guy to worry about.
These wires were definitely chewed apart by a rat or a squirrel or Marty.
It's probably Marty.
You know what? I'm in charge. I'm not gonna let these guys spend money on stupid. We're running lean and mean.
So what are we gonna do first?
I want to tear it down, I want to clean it. Interior's gotta get completely gutted out. The bumpers have to come off front and rear.
Why?
We're replacing those are going chrome. We're leaving the side steps. Ken, we gotta get the electrical all hooked up, dude. And that really should be it. It's gonna be pretty basic.
Your little crown, because you're the king of this build.
Thanks, man.
In addition to the new computer, Marty's plan for the Jeep is mostly cosmetic. If Marty and the boys can pull their rebuild cost to $1,300, they'll be all in at $2,500 on the Jeep. If they can sell it for $6,500, they could walk away with $4 grand in profit. Of course, with this garage, that's a mighty big if.
You cracked it in.
That wasn't it.
You did. Why'd you break it?
Damn it.
Oh, Ken.
Over at Rodriguez's garage, Josh and the boys aren't wasting any time turning this old heap into a dragster, which is gonna take a lot of work.
Of course, a drag car is going to need a souped-up motor, so we're going to do our best to make this one haul ass.
Distributor's in, intake is on, we got the carburetor on. That should give us enough horsepower to put us right where Josh wants us.
We're skinning the entire interior of the car in aluminum. It'll stay lightweight so we can try to make this thing go as fast as possible. We need to put a roll cage in it just to make it safe. This car, it's going to be badass.
I'm liking it. I have to keep it though.
When I was growing up, my whole family all loved drag racing, so it's kind of been in my blood growing up. This is the first time I'm going to build a car to go race. I need to pinch myself to make sure I'm awake.
Coming up on Texas Car Wars.
Actually a bit worried.
Oh, Marty shows his true colors.
I'm not confident. It's gonna lower the value for the car.
Back at old school, some routine maintenance got the unibody truck up and running pretty easily. But not everything turned out to be working like they thought.
I see long faces, man. What's up?
You want the good news or the bad news?
Hell, give me the good news first.
It's ready to go to bank.
Oh, great.
Ready to go to bank.
Give me the bad news.
Well, it'll go forward and it'll stop. We got no reverse.
Oh, man.
The truck is so nice, I think I can sell it without reverse.
Well, 4 out of 5 is not bad. We'll figure. Jason, now, you remember how you told me don't ever bring you something that won't pull into the shop?
It'll pull in, man. It just won't back out.
Oh, damn.
It's got no reverse, man.
No reverse on this one?
No.
Okay.
Let me show you what I'm thinking about. From here on down, we need to paint it red. The bed and the inside of the cab, we need to do white.
Well, that doesn't look too bad, I guess.
Jason does amazing work. The only problem with perfection is it takes time, and time is money.
Normally, you take, what, 2 months for something like this?
Yeah, this one's not going to be easy.
The quicker we get it done, the quicker we get it sold.
Well, we better get started.
Yeah, you better start like yesterday.
They better get working. From what I hear, you don't want to get on Frank's bad side. Back at Rodriguez, Josh and the gang finished the modifications to the engine. Now that it'll run like a dragster, it has to look like a dragster.
We're going to go all out on the paint job with this Comet. We're going to throw a ton of flake at this thing, a few lace panels, some 24-karat gold leafing, some pinstriping. Pablo's doing all his work on it right now. The name of the car, it's called the Filthy Greengo. You know, it kind of suits my personality, I guess to say. You know, we don't have a lot of time, but this thing's got to look good.
After the paint job's done, all that's left is putting in the brakes. I hear those are pretty important.
What's up, boys? Check this out, man. I got all that intake and stuff swapped out today.
Nice.
Dang. Now that I got the brakes working on this thing, it's time to go have some fun.
Y'all ready? Y'all clear?
Come on, baby.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I love test drives. Anytime we get to take a car out for the first time, I love to take somebody with me so I can scare the shit out of them.
Go for a ride.
Let's hope those brakes were installed right. While Josh sees that the Comet will hold up as a dragster, Atomic is hard at work trying to make some progress on the Jeep. Ken's chomping at the bit to get the engine running, but his plans are on hold while he waits for a new computer.
Without a computer, the Jeep can't think, which means it can't run. Hopefully, once we get this PCM in, the engine runs perfect.
In the meantime, Marty's got his hands full getting with all the paint and body work on the Jeep.
So while we're waiting for the PCM to arrive, our plan is to have everything else ready. This is the first time I'm taking lead on a project. I'm picking color, so it has to work, or these guys are gonna tear me a new one.
Yeah, you really gotta look at this stuff in the sunlight because indoors, it just totally changes. Tough call. That's it, atomic orange.
One of the largest college campuses is here in Austin, and their colors are burnt orange, so it makes it a no-brainer. This is a perfect college kid's car, and I'm thinking resale right now.
You ready? You don't look excited, man. Dude, how can it be wrong if it says atomic, right?
I don't know, man. You don't seem too thrilled.
I'm actually a bit worried.
Are you really?
Yeah, I actually am.
Why?
I'm having second thoughts on this color because what I picked out in the store looks nothing like what I have right here. The color's brown.
I don't know if the resale value of a color car is really that good.
Do you want to just try another one?
That's
How
too much
much
money.
was it?
We got $280 into everything. If I hold off on paint another day, we're gonna basically back everything else up, and that's not gonna work. Well, there's only one thing to do.
Get to rocking.
Yeah, shoot it and just see.
I'm not confident. It's not what I wanted. It's not my vision for the Jeep, and I'm actually thinking it's going to lower the value for the car.
When you're flipping cars, you usually want to increase the value of the car. While Atomic hopes for the best with their paint job, across town, Frank is headed back to the paint shop to check on his. The paint job on the Ford was done fast, but he's not going to like it if Jason scrimped on quality in the process.
I snuck up on you, man.
What do you say, Frankie? What do you think?
Buddy,
Hey.
that looks good, man. The truck is beautiful. He has gone above and beyond yet again.
A little extra inside on the dash to make it pop a little bit more.
Wow. Stop saying wow, Devin. The price is going up. Jason's done what he's good at. Now it's time for me to do what I'm good at. I know we're fixing to talk about money.
I don't know. I could probably do it for you for around 4.
Have you got any wiggle room in there, man?
You know, I had all my guys here working, late.
I tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'll give you $3,500 cash money today, and if you feel like I'm beating you up, we'll make it up on the next one.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, bro. You're an artiste. That's negotiating.
With that show of negotiation skill, Frank saved an additional $500. Maybe now he'll be able to afford to get the truck to go in reverse. Coming up on Texas Car Wars, Josh finds out if the Comet burns rubber or cash. Back at Old School Customs, Dennis and Big Block have been working to find that last gear they've been looking for. Reverse.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We got it.
That should help the resale value there.
About time.
Now all they have left is to put on a little trim to make this unibody truck look good.
Hey, Wade.
There he is. Hey, Frank. How you doing, man?
Did you get those pieces done?
Yeah.
Man, that looks good.
A lot better than they did when you brought them to me.
Well, you make it look too easy, man. Well, here's the deal. You had told me $600. I brought $100 bills. Will you take $500, man? Wade forgot I never pay full price.
I will take $500 a day, but you'll still have to bring me another 100 tomorrow.
Well, you can't blame me for trying, right?
You win some, you lose some, Frank. Marty at Atomic Garage was up till the wee hours painting the Jeep. Hopefully it didn't turn out looking like something other than burnt orange.
Oh. You never cease to amaze me. I'm looking this Jeep over. I ain't seen anything wrong with it. The color's beautiful, the lines are there, the paint is laid flat. Marty did a good job. I think you just made this sellable. Marty came through on his part. Now I gotta get this thing running.
This Jeep is looking good, and everything's in place except the electrical. The computer they've been waiting for has arrived, so now it's all up to Ken to get it installed and make sure this rebuild is done. This is what we call putting all your eggs in one basket.
All right, crank it. I plug it in, and of course, atomic luck, the car doesn't turn.
You know, that's gonna suck if this car don't run.
Because I don't have the diagnostic equipment, I gotta call in some reinforcements. So I bring in my mentor, James, who's pretty much taught me everything I know.
Where you at, buddy?
Hey, there he is.
How we doing, man? Holy crap, look at all those wires spread all over the place. Let's go ahead and just start back over again at this point.
Okay. Did I mention that James is a hard ass?
Okay, so what color was the wire down there? Was it brown?
It's actually a black with orange.
Are you colorblind by any chance?
A little bit.
We need to run that over to a ground, Captain.
Son of a...
You know, Ken's an idiot, and I want to laugh, but seriously, if we don't get this thing started, we're out a ton of money.
All right, let's see if we got any magic. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
The sound of this Jeep running is like music to my ears.
Smells like rat piss burning. That's a good smell of victory right there.
That is a smell of victory.
Holy Ken did it. The Jeep runs. It's done. Time to find a buyer.
Finding a buyer would be helpful. Well, Josh and the boys at Rodriguez Garage finally finished the Comet. And you gotta admit, it does look like one mean son of a gun. But in drag racing, looks don't mean anything if you can't haul ass. So the boys have come to the track to prove the filthy Gringo's got more than just a pretty paint job.
I've been coming to the drag strip since I was a little kid. I started racing on the street at 13 before I even had a license. A bad day at the racetrack is always better than a good day at work. Well, look who's here. Dennis is always talking smack about that damn Bel Air gasser that he's got. It's time to see what he can do with that thing. I challenged his old ass to a friendly drag race.
This Comet might have more at stake on this race than Josh's pride. He's got a prospective buyer watching, and out here, slow go means no dough.
Hey, Bill. You think you're serious about getting this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, might work.
Might?
Yeah, think about that a little bit. What's 12 grand for? I haven't seen it rock. See how it runs. I want to see it go down the track for that kind of thing.
You know, my reputation and my money are at stake. I really need to win this race if I want to sell this car.
Hey, be careful. Good luck.
Hey, that was pretty good, Dennis.
Hey, close.
I ended up being the winner, by the way.
Yeah, I know it.
But you know what the margin of finish was?
What?
47 thousandths of a second difference between the two.
Man, I enjoyed that.
And with that, the filthy Greengo earns her stripes. But will she sell? Josh spent a total of $5,000 on this Comet. His gold price he's hoping to get right now is 11 grand.
What do you think, Bill?
Pretty cool car.
What kind of numbers are you thinking?
I think a 10.5 is where I want to be.
You got me nervous, man. You got some cash on you?
I got it. I got it.
10.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the car. Do 10.5.
Make a deal. It's going to a great home.
So Josh's plan paid off, coming in just 500 shy of his original gold price. He sold the Comet for $10,500, making a profit of $5,500. And that green goes right into his pocket.
Badass. Woo! Let's go buy some beers.
Coming up on Texas Car Wars, it's make or break time.
I'd like to sleep on it.
He's never coming back.
Do you like it $15,000 much?
All right, I'm gonna go take pictures of the Jeep. Now that the Jeep is completely done, we need to get this sold. We need to get money in the bank.
Getting some good pictures?
Yeah, bad. It's time for me to step up and actually help sell this Jeep. All right.
There you go. That's a good one.
It actually works.
Marty, show me the exact pose. Like that? Show me naughty. Not that naughty.
Let me get these up.
Look at
That
that.
was good. That's a good one.
That was really good.
Oh, dude. That one's going up.
Atomic's online ad did the trick. They have a potential buyer coming in to check out the Jeep. Hopefully they like the color.
Long Poe.
Nice to meet you.
My son Garrett.
How you doing? Hey, nice to meet you.
This Jeep is not too shabby. These Atomic boys keep surprising me. I think they did a pretty good job on this one.
Let's drive this thing.
Sweet.
These guys are loving it. The kids loving it. I think they're gonna buy it.
All in all, Atomic Garage spent a hair over $2,500 on the Jeep. Marty wants this thing out the door quick, so he's only asking $5,000 for it. Still, that'll be $2,500 profit if he can pull it off.
So what do you think? Perfect birthday present, huh?
Well,
Good stuff,
we've been
right?
looking for about a year.
Oh, that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
It takes me a while to make a decision.
What the hell is wrong with you? You can't find a car in a year?
I looked at a lot of stuff online and have driven a couple things without him.
We've got a tire kicker in our hands.
You know, we're asking $5,000 for it. I think it's a fair price. You can't find another Jeep like this for $5,000. You just can't.
I don't know what this guy's problem is, but he better pull the trigger.
I'd like to sleep on it.
You want to sleep on it? He's never coming back.
I told you, I've been looking a year. You know, it takes me a while to make a decision.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye sale of the day.
Don't take it personally, Marty. Meanwhile, back at Old School, Frank's about as happy as a clam at high tide, because he's got a potential buyer coming by. He's wagering the shiny red paint he shelled out for will be enough to put him in the green.
Holy mackerel. It's beautiful.
Old School Customs made this unibody truck look like a classic again. Everything came together pretty nicely with this one.
I really like it. I don't know how much I like it.
Do you like it $15,000 much?
My heart hurts. Anybody can sell a truck in Texas. It's what you sell it for that counts.
Did you notice the license plates, gentlemen?
I graduated high school in 1963. He loves the 63 plates on the truck. Cha-ching. Now it's time for the test drive. That's where the rubber meets the road. Yeehaw! I'm back in high school.
Including all the improvements, Frank spent a total of $6,000 on the Ford Unibody. His plan is to sell it for at least $11,000.
You know, you were talking 15 earlier. Just I'm gonna have to put a towing package on it. The tailgate's on order. The bumper's in the box.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the $1,500 off for the hitch. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the tailgate, and I'm gonna put the bumper on. I'm gonna take another $1,000 off, so we're at $12,500.
$12,500. It's close. I was I'm not gonna give over $11,500.
Let's split the difference.
Let's do.
All right, 12 grand.
12 grand.
You own it, man.
You got it. I'm gonna
Now,
drive it home.
will you get this piece of shit out of my garage?
So Frank sold the Unibody for $1,000 more than his original gold price, getting a whopping $12,000 for it. That's a profit of $6,000. Not bad for a week's work.
Boy, you look good in that truck.
Any day you make more than you think you're going to is a great day. Adios, Frank!
Well, wouldn't you know it, Atomic's potential buyer kept his word and came back. After sleeping on it, they decided their year-long search for a car has come to an end.
There you go.
Wow.
Atomic Garage sold the Jeep for a quick $5,000. That's $1,500 less than their original gold price. But they still made a handsome profit of almost $2,500.
Keys are in it.
After the dust settled, of all three garages, Frank walked away making the most money, pocketing $6,000.
I am beyond ecstatic that we sold the Jeep. It's time to go get some beer and celebrate.
Cheers. Hey, you polite. Here's to selling the Jeep. Selling the Jeep.
Good.
I'm good.
What's hair in your chest?
Without it, I'm like...
You are so creepy. Oh. Right in the eye.
Now, do you find this sexy?
That look pretty enough?
No.
No?